couldn't leave it like that. I can serve the key lime cake as a dump cake. I cannot serve the chocolate cake as a dump cake. That's not gonna work in my spirit. So I got about 2 hours until time to eat. About 3 hours till time to eat. Plenty of time to make a chocolate cake. So let's do it. All right. So like I said yesterday, you want to make sure you have all of your ingredients. So I didn't do this with the chocolate cake. I did this with the key lime cake. I didn't do it with the chocolate cake. So this is a chocolate cake. Here's all my ingredients. I have them measured out, ready to go. This makes your baking easier. When it comes time to grab a thing, just grab it. So I got flour, I got buttermilk, I got sugar, I got 2 kinds of cocoa, got my oil, got my coffee, got my eggs, got my vegan butter, because this is a dairy-free cake. It's not vegan, but it's dairy-free. So I got vegan butter, baking soda, baking powder, and vanilla. All of my ingredients. So I'm gonna do the dry ingredients first. Mix those together in my trusty KitchenAid. Dry ingredients first. I got the camera, of course, set up so you can see that. There we go. Dry ingredients in the KitchenAid, and then I'll add the wet ingredients. This cake is really easy because you literally do just that. Put the dry ingredients together, mix them up, put the wet ingredients together. Add the wet ingredients. You don't have to do any special folding or anything like this for this cake. The batter's gonna be really, really loose, and toss in the oven. My oven's preheated to 350. All right, so ready to go. Here we go. Dry ingredients first. Let's do and again, I'm not ashamed to use my recipe. It's my recipe, so who cares? Not ashamed to refer back to my notes. Not a big deal. I'm an amateur. That's the whole point, right? Okay, so here we go. So we're going to do flour. We're going to do sugar first. Doesn't matter. The sequences doesn't matter. Sugar first. I am going to I'm going to what's this thing called? No. Sift. I'm gonna sift my flour. Sieve is close. Sieve actually does something similar. It's just not this. All right, so I'm gonna sift my flour. We talked about flour, and we figured out yesterday the problem was the gluten-free flour. So my sister Claire, when she came to do the C in CP Next, she came to do she came over to stay, and she brought me the powdered sugar that I needed. And so let's do that. Yeah, so I was struggling with icing those cakes after they came out of the oven. She just kind of looked it up. I saw a bunch of stuff about how gluten-free flour absorbs moisture differently, and the density is different, and you have to adjust for taste and all kinds of stuff. So I bought this flour, this gluten-free flour. On the container, it says 1-to-1 ratio, which means you don't have to adjust the measurement of the flour. So I was like, cool, so I can just substitute this flour for that flour, which is what I did. And I didn't look it up because I like trial and error, honestly. What a fun. And yesterday was definitely error. So, sifting my chocolate also, because chocolate is, baking powder is flour-like in terms of texture. I don't want clumps in my batter, so I'm going to go ahead and sift my chocolate too. And I have 2 kinds of chocolate that I'm using. Sift, see it's getting crumbly. See that? Can you see that? Might be too bright there. It's getting crumbly. This is why we do this. We don't want those crumbles in our batter. So, instead of allowing those to infiltrate the batter onto the spoon, I just press the crumbles through the sifter. And now, see that? No crumbles. Little things to watch out for. Easy cake, but you do have to pay attention to the details. So we got flour, we got cocoa, we got sugar, we got baking soda, We have baking powder. Oh, salt. I forgot my salt. I did not measure out and prepare salt. So let me do that real quick. Again, the value of just using the recipe. Like, I would have forgotten salt. It would have affected the taste for sure. This cake has a nice salty, sweet kind of balance to it, which you don't get without salt. So I am using kosher salt. I'm not using, let me just show you this. I'm using kosher salt, not table salt. So for this cake, you definitely want saltiness. You want the taste of salt for sure. You don't want it to be overpowering, so don't put a ton of salt, but you want your salt to be nice and salty. So kosher salt I'm using here. I don't want it to break all the way down as table salt will with smaller granules. All right, so there you go. There's all my dry ingredients. I'm gonna put on my whisk attachment. And I'm gonna let it do its thing. All right, so while that is doing that, I'm actually just kind of waiting. I don't have anything else to do. So I'm just gonna have a little coffee here. Oh, you know what I can do? I can prepare my pans, which I haven't done yet. All right, so I'm doing this as a layer cake. Yesterday I made a bundt cake. And I did it because my layer pans were in use. I had a key lime cake that ended up falling apart. Layer cake is my preference for this cake. It's still how I usually make it. I don't always do 3 layers, sometimes I do 2. But Thanksgiving, so 3 layers is more fun. Let's do 3. I'm actually almost out of this. I hope I make it. Ooh. Get it in the corners first. Barely making it. Just barely making it. Actually didn't make it. Incredible. I'm out. Should have had them bring me some more. Let's see if I can stretch this stuff. Just a little from here. Put it in here. Get that thing into the corners. And maybe I'll do 2 layers instead of 3. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna abandon one of my layers because I ran out of perfect release. So I'll do 2 layers instead of 3 layers. Alright, so look at that. Nice and mixed together. I'm not gonna use this again, I'll take that off. Alright, so now we have wet ingredients. We're gonna add our eggs. Theo, what's up, bud? Theo.
What pretzels today?
Huh?
What pretzels?
Pretzels? Do we have pretzels? I don't think we have pretzels. We're gonna find out.
There you go.
Well, we do have pretzels. So this is how he does things. If he wants pretzels, he just climbs on the counter and gets pretzels. And there he goes with his pretzels. Alright. Buttermilk, coffee, oil. Vanilla. That's it. I'm going to use my paddle attachment. Pop that in. Start it on low so it doesn't splash everywhere. almost done, y'all. Told y'all this is easy. Oh, look at that. It's not ready. We talked about this yesterday, right? The hot chocolate comparison we made. Remember when you were little? You used to get those packets of hot chocolate. If you wanted it to be nice and chocolatey, you'd get 2 packages. Or you'd get a really small cup. That's what I used to do sometimes. Because they wouldn't give me 2 packages at school. Or they would, I would have to pay an extra 50 cents, but I just didn't have an extra 50 cents. Barely had the 1 50-cent piece, the 2 quarters I had for the 5 dimes, or the 50 pennies, hello? Yeah, get the sediment. Get all of the chocolate sediment. We don't want sediment in our batter. We want that to be smooth. It's not yet. We said it was done, and it's not done. There we go. No sediment left. That's about ready. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, let's be even-ish. Let's give us another 1, 2, 3. Let's give us another 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Alright, there we go. Even-ish. Close enough. Alright, here we go. Time for entry into the oven. You talking to me? Yes. It's a truck. Alright, so we're gonna cook this for 30 to 35 minutes. We're gonna set a 30-minute timer and check it. Set a 30-minute timer. That's gonna give me time to prepare to make the icing, which I will do now.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Shields. I'm a freshman here at Oakwood. I'm currently taking Freshman Comp 101, and that's the book that we're using in class. So we're currently on chapter 1, The Essence of God. And I was like, you know what, let me actually read the book. And I started, and I'm genuinely hooked. I don't even read books, and the fact that I'm genuinely like on the edge of my seat with this book about God is blowing my mind.
All right, we are back. We're going to start our icing. It's all the ingredients I need: chocolate, milk. I'm using almond extract. There is one nut allergy, but it's my son, and he doesn't eat sweet stuff, so he won't be having any cake. So I'm going to go ahead and use almond extract. You can also use vanilla extract if you do have nut allergies. Right. Powdered sugar. My vegan butter, once again. I need to soften that before I can use it. And then I'm going to toss everything in the KitchenAid, and we'll make it happen. So there we go. Let me soften my butter just a little bit. Get a bowl. Which is actually pretty soft. Pulled it out of the fridge earlier. It's been sitting on the counter, getting soft on its own. But it's pretty soft. But I'm gonna soften it a little bit more. Maybe like 8 seconds on the microwave. Alright, so we're going butter first. Let's do this. Butter first. Cream that for a few minutes. Won't take that long because it's soft already. I always forget that I need to sift my powdered sugar. Sifter in the dishwasher. I'm not done with it yet. Set out really good. Top this was one. That is a touch. Cutting off the head. That's better. Alright, I'm going to get to sifting some powdered sugar. Alright, I need 1 more cup of sugar, and there's not another cup in this bag. So what I'm going to do is take what's left here. Make sure I get it all. It's not very neat. Most of it. About another half cup maybe. In the new bag. That. Alright, so let me get this started while I get the other bag of powdered sugar. Mix it on low. Alright, so I'm going to do a little measuring trick here. I need 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder. So instead of using a tablespoon, I'm going to use half a tablespoon because I want to use 2 different kinds of cocoa powder. So I'm going to do, so that 4 tablespoons is 8 half tablespoons, right? So I'm going to do 7 half tablespoons of my regular cocoa powder, and I'm going to do another half tablespoon of my special stuff to give it a little bit more richness. It's going to get darker, more chocolatey, more delicious. My secrets. Stop that for just a minute. Still need more powdered sugar in there, which I'm aware of. What I need. Hold on a second. Let's move this. Just put that right there for just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is all about texture. When I looked at this before, we got some chocolate balls there, but I want the balls I like to feel. Just have to push that through the sifter. Make sure it's smooth. I'm just going to do 1 half tablespoon and make sure we clean the measure first. I don't want to get any regular chocolate in my container of dark chocolate. two separate items. Same thing here. Got some chocolatey balls. You have to push through the sifter. All right, so that's that. Let me go ahead and add my. Ooh, cake's done. Cake is done. Let's check it. That's coming out clean. That's coming out clean. We're finished. All right, so last thing we need is a little bit more rich sugar. About half a cup. This doesn't have to be super precise. If it gets too thick, I can always add more milk. I haven't added the milk yet. If it's too thin, I can always add more sugar. Texture does matter, so your measurements do matter, but it doesn't have to be exact in order to be delicious and presentable. The icing, you want to be a little bit more precise with your cake. Take measurements, make sure you're as close to on par as possible. Icing has a little bit more room to play. All right. So here we are, CP Nicks, in the same room for once. Go C, it's P, this is Nicks. They can't see you smiling from way back there. Alright, quarter cup of milk. You could also use heavy cream. Heavy cream works well. Of course, I'm going dairy free. I do have heavy cream in the fridge, but I'm not going to use it. Here's my trusty dairy free milk substitute. A little bit of almond extract, just a little. You actually use half as much almond extract as you would use vanilla extract. You can use vanilla. It's just a teaspoon of almond, but it's 2 teaspoons if you're going to use vanilla instead of almond. Alright, and the last piece is salt. Here's my salt. Put the salt out. So before I was talking about how you really want to use kosher salt for the cake. You don't want your granules to totally disappear. For the icing, table salt, you do want your granules to totally disappear. You can use 2 different kinds of salt, right? So table salt in the icing, just half a teaspoon, and kosher salt in the cake. Going to give you a nice balance to get your saltiness, but also your texture. The kind of salt you use does matter. Yes, it does matter. If you want for the salty sweet thing, be careful what kind of salt you're putting in there. also will notice that it changed color a little bit. It got lighter. That is good news. That's what we want. That's about ready. Very soft. It's almost moussey. So this cake ends up being really light. It's not really heavy. I mean, it's chocolate cake. It's very chocolatey, as you saw. I put all that chocolate in it. So it's very chocolatey taste-wise, but it's not super heavy. So it's not gonna like make you full. All right, that's ready. So the icing is ready, but the cake is not ready to be iced yet. So I'm just gonna chill. About ready to finish icing the cake. It's not all the way cool yet. It might be a good idea to let it cool all the way, but tired of waiting. So here we go.
The chapter 1 of the Essence of God is about the different omnis, how people can see somebody with so much power as a threat, and they show that how him, like specifically God having all that power is a good thing. Like he uses it for our benefits. The book says he's other-centered. None of his power is for himself, and it just is so amazing. It opens up a whole world to who God's character is. That's exactly what it is. He lives for us, and it's like, the God that we serve is so crazy. He doesn't even live for himself. Everything he does is for us. All his omnis are for humans. And it's just like...
Yep, all done. Peace.